We've got a couple of persistent issues in the TechSnip server environment at the moment. The first is that we need to restart the print spooler service on all of our servers every night. And secondly, our contributors keep leaving their PowerShell ISE sessions open 24/7. So I've already written some scripts to deal with these issues, and I'm going to use Pulseway to automatically run them against multiple systems. So within Pulseway, head over to Automation, and then start in Scripts. By default, you'll have a built-in category here, and you'll want to go ahead and create your own category to file your scripts into. So click Create Category and give it a name. I'll call mine Custom. Then we can click into that category and choose Create Script. Give your script a name. My first one will be Restart Print Spooler Service. Then I'll head over to the Windows tab, toggle this over to Enabled, and then I can select my script type. This defaults to PowerShell, which is what I want to use. However, if you need a VB script or batch file, you can go ahead and switch the script type here. So I'll leave that on PowerShell and enter my script. So all this is doing is stopping the service, waiting for a couple of seconds, and then starting the service back up again. When I'm happy with everything here, I'll go ahead and click Save Script. With that saved, head back to Scripts, and I'm going to go ahead and add my second script to cover my second issue. This one is going to kill PowerShell ISE sessions. However, there's a caveat on this where I don't want to kill any PowerShell ISE processes that are owned by admin users, and I'll make a note of that in the description. Again, I'll head over to the Windows tab, enable, ensure I'm on PowerShell, and add my script. So this script's going to go off and get all the PowerShell ISE processes, loop through them, checking for the owner using the getOwner method, and then if the owner doesn't start with the word admin, it's going to go ahead and stop that process. So I'm happy with the script, and I'll go ahead and click Save Script. With both of my scripts created, we now need to combine them into a task. So under Automation, choose Tasks, and Create Task. Give your new task a name. This is going to be my nightly remediation job, and I'll put a bit of extra information in the description so I remember why I created this task. So there's some extra options we can pick here before going ahead and adding our actual scripts. For instance, I do want to be kept informed about whether or not this task is running successfully, so I'll turn on a notification for if the task fails, and I'll leave that as elevated, although you can adjust the level as needed. And I also want to get a notification if the task completes successfully. However, I'm not going to leave this at normal, because I don't want my phone to make a noise when this works successfully, and I have my low notifications silent, so I'll just set it to low. Now, the default scope is all systems, and if you've already got another scope created, you can select it here to limit the systems that this will run on. And if you haven't already got a scope, but you'd like to create one now, there's a handy button, Create Scope, where you can get one set up now. I'm alright with my task targeting all systems, so I'm not going to create a scope here, but I do want to enable scheduling, as I want this to happen every night. So I want this to happen every night, so I'll change the repeats option to daily, and it will happen every 1 day. So I'm from New Zealand, and my time zone's Pacific Auckland. I'll leave that as is, and I'll want this running at about 1 AM. So I'll change the date to tomorrow, and I'll change the time to 1 AM. So I can confirm in the summary that my schedule is what I want, daily, starting tomorrow at 1 AM. So I'm happy with my schedule, I'll click Save, then scroll back up to the top and choose Scripts. From here, go ahead and choose your category. So of course, my one's called Custom. And I'll add both of the scripts that we've defined at the start. I'll start with my print spooler service, and then my ISE processes termination script. Now these do run sequentially, so if the order is important, make sure you've put them in the right order, and when you're happy with it, go ahead and save the task. So let's head back to tasks, and you can see the little alarm clock icon within the cog showing you that this is a scheduled job. However, we can go ahead and run this on demand. So we can see a little bit closer at what's happening. I'll actually go into View and then click Start, and we can see the status of it as it runs. So we can see it's targeting 4 systems, and it's currently completed 0 of them, and the status of the job is running. If I pull up my ISE, I'm actually currently checking my print spooler, and you can see that it was automatically stopped and then restarted, and now my ISE session has been automatically terminated. So we know that this job has successfully run against my machine, and if we check the execution history, we can see that the entire job was successful, meaning it was successfully ran on the other 3 servers in the TechSnip server environment. I can drill into this and have a look at the systems, and I can see that each individual system successfully completed, and if there was any failures, I could drill in deeper and have a look at the output for each individual job. As these were all successful, I expect the output to be blank, but if there were any errors, you would see them listed here. So we've successfully run custom PowerShell scripts against multiple systems using Pulseway. Thanks for watching.